Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Peekaboo. I see you, Jeffree. I do. I'm YouTube famous. You thought I was going to sing. I'm every woman. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020, the album, Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust, woman, beast. Let me just tell you that I slept 16 hours last night and I woke up to like 200 DMs and they just keep coming too, you guys. I literally cannot keep up with all the stories today. I thought about making 2 drama videos today and I'm still thinking about it. Yes, I did watch Rylan Adams' big announcement that he posted. I'm thinking about doing my reaction to that, and there are some other drama that I wanted to talk about as well that is not about Jeffree Star. But obviously this video is about Jeffree Star, so this will be my first one. I might make a second one, except for that on my channel, Peter Does Stuff, I wanted to make homemade bird feeders today with peanut butter and pine cones. So I was like, you know what? Like, what's more important, the drama or the bird feeder? Well, to me in my personal life, it's usually the bird feeder. Now, this is kind of a get ready with me where I share my opinions, okay? So I'm gonna get ready for the video and then I'm gonna share my opinion and that's kind of the whole video. So here's the get ready with me. Jeffree Star's ridiculous. There's my opinion. Now we're done. That's basically the entire video that I need to share with you. No. You know, I'm starting to think Jeffree Star is looking in all the wrong places, okay, for the answers to his drama. You know, he came out and he said he's not going to be the drama of 2020 and all this kind of stuff. I literally, okay, first of all, before we want to get into this video, before I want to get into this video, I'm going to read you this article from the Insider because, like I said, I woke up to, like, having no clue really what was going on. And I've got bits and pieces here and here and here and here. Well, there's 2 articles on the Insider now. I woke up to so much drama just to do with Jeffree Star and his ex, whatever this guy was, because now Jeffree Star said we were just sleeping together and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to give you my reaction as I read the article. But I really do believe that if Jeffree Star had just consulted the book, The Lonely Doll, which is basically the memoir of Jeffree Star, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just to remind you, for those of you that don't remember The Lonely Doll of Calabasas, California, up in Hidden Hills, this is the story of Jeffree Star. I mean, Jeffree Lynn Star. By the way, now, Jeffree's always, like, referred to himself in third person and talked about Jeffree Lynn, but it's surprising to me that he chooses so much to go, like, it constantly in, like, his last couple Instagram stories, he's like, Jeffree Lynn this, Jeffree Lynn that, Jeffree Lynn this. And I'm like, he's like really adopting this whole name of Jeffree Lynn, which reminds me so much of 2 other famous Lyns. And that would be Amber Lynn Reed, and that would also be Vicky Lynn, Anna Nicole Smith's cousin. Oh, I miss Anna Nicole. Anna Nicole. I don't know. So maybe there's something about them that he relates to. I don't know what it is. So anyway, but had he just read, I just noticed that the back of my cover is very clean, and this must have been my favorite site. So anyway, The Lonely Doll, the memoir of Jeffree Star. Here it is. It has my name on it. It's mine, so don't try to steal it from me. I know stealing's going around these days, but don't try to steal it from me. The Lonely Doll. There she is. So lonely, oh my Lord. I have everything I could ever want, but I'm so lonely. Once there was a little doll. Her name was Jeffree Lynn. She lived in a nice house and had everything she needed except anybody that could care to actually be her real friend. I mean, it says, except someone to play with. I don't know how she gets people to play with her. Anyway, she was very, very lonely. Poor doll. Every night when she said her prayers, she pleaded, please, Satan, Lord, please, God, please send me some friends that I can dress up in Gucci and Louis Vuitton. Every morning when she ate breakfast all by herself, she sighed and wished for company. Here she's so lonely. She's feeding the birds, they're her only friends. Then one morning, Jeffree Lynn looked into the garden and there stood 2 bears. They had all kinds of plastic bags with them ready to just take things and leave. The big bear bowed. You must be Jeffree Lynn, he said. I am so ready to be dressed up in some Gucci and Louis Vuitton, and you can claim to be my boyfriend. Anyway, there's more to the story, but if Jeffree had just read the book, like I have read many times in my video, he probably would learn how this would all go down. All right, so we're going to get into this whole thing about Jeffree Star and this guy supposedly stealing from Jeffree Star, which, listen, okay, that's BS. I just want to say this first of all. Not that he said it, but if it actually happened, and I'm at a point in my YouTube career, if this is called a career, I don't know. I'm at the point in covering drama that I don't know what to believe by Jeffree Star anymore, okay? Like, he comes up with his own ideas, and so much of what Jeffree Star puts out there is his own contrived story. I am not entirely sure that this whole thing is not made up, okay? He just had this release of these concealers. Who knows, okay? I don't anymore know what to believe from Jeffree Star. But if somebody did steal from Jeffree Star, I think that that's horrible. Nobody should be stealing nothing from anybody, okay? I think that we already know we shouldn't do that. You learn that in first grade, okay? It's like I said on here not too long ago, who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? I mean, you don't do that, okay? That's rude, you know? Who stole the sunglasses from Jeffree Star? You don't do it, okay? It's called clipping. You don't do it. You just don't, okay? So let's get in this article. Now, I do have to tell you, I was going through my box of junk the other day that I was either going to give away or throw away, stuff I didn't want anymore. And I found this can of Morphe and Jeffree Star setting spray. So I brought it out and I thought, I kind of remember this smelling like strawberry, but maybe I'm wrong. No, not strawberry. Lies and drama. Lies and drama all day long. Woo, that stinks. That straight up stinks. I did kind of think it smelled good back in the day, though, the strawberry. Anyway, okay, here's from the article from the Insider. I need my reading glasses to read the room. Are you ready? And please feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below. I'm not even going to tell you to be classy this time. Jeffree Star's ex-boyfriend threatened to release secrets that would ruin him after the beauty mogul accused him of stealing. So basically what happened was, this guy, Andre, he posted on his Instagram, and he said, I'm back, and it was like a Snapchat thing, and apparently, Jeffree Star, underneath it, he commented and put some tweet, which they have in here, I'm going to read to you in just a second. Basically, everything they have in this article, they took from Def Noodles on Twitter, which Def Noodles also has a video up, which I will link underneath this video, so you can go check it out. And it's basically just the footage, and then he's got his opinion too. I love Def Noodles videos. I absolutely live for him. So anyway, if you go underneath here, they have all the information, which I'm going to read to you, and I'm going to react, okay? So then Jeffree Star, he put underneath the thing, hey, you stole this stuff from me. Can I just have the stuff back, basically? But he didn't say it like that, of course, you know. What we're not going to do in 2020, okay? And then, you know, this guy came out, and Jeffree took to Instagram later, and he did one of those, like, okay, let's talk, and called everybody y'all and all this kind of stuff, which I don't know. It was just, why he always thinks these Instagram stories, do you see my face is literally, like, turning red from that strawberry stuff? Burning. Anyway, I'm burning up for your love. Jeffree, if you had just invited me to your castle in the sky, none of this would have been a problem. Anyway, so then this guy came out and he basically said, hey, listen, I'm going to tell all the tea that I know on you if you don't take this down. And Jeffree had gone on Instagram and said all this kind of stuff, which is now mysteriously, poof, it's gone. Jeffree then came out and said, you signed an NDA. Why do you have people that you screw sign NDAs, okay? First of all, is that because you don't, like, you know, I was having this conversation with a friend of mine a long time ago, and we were talking about this constant need, if you're a celebrity, to have people sign NDAs. I just do not believe that every celebrity out there, every person they meet, every person they sleep with, whatever, I do not believe they have every person sign an NDA. And I've met some pretty famous people, and I've asked them about that, and they're like, no, you just kind of, like, you know, whatever. But then it makes you wonder, what is Jeffree Star doing behind the scenes that he constantly has to have people sign NDAs because he doesn't trust that they'll come out and tell whatever tea is on them? Like, when it's all said and done, and you're done with me and I'm done with you or whatever, and I then say we were never friends, then I don't know you, whatever. What are you doing behind the scenes that you're so afraid that that person would come forward and say something about? So that lets everybody know that Jeffree Star is obviously doing a lot of shady stuff behind the scenes, and he has to have so many NDAs signed, right? But apparently he came out and he said, you signed this, and he, like, contacted this guy and was like, I already contacted my lawyer, you violated the NDA. And then this guy had already come out and he had said, listen, I'm going to spill the tea on you. And it's been really ugly back and forth. Okay, so let's read this article by the Insider. They have little points at the top. Jeffree Star and Andre Marhold have broken up after a few short weeks of dating. Now, Jeffree says that they weren't dating. He says that they were just sleeping together, okay? Of which he then goes in to say that it's because this guy didn't have a job and he was led to believe that he was something that he wasn't, which I just want to know to the average person out there that just sleeps with people and whatever, and I'm passing judgment on it. I've done it in my day too, right? Do you really care? I mean, like, you're not getting into like any kind of long-term relationship with this person, right? So, and you have $90 million, so why does it matter what they do for a living? I'm just asking, like, I mean, this isn't a person you're wanting to be in a relationship with. This isn't a person you want to settle down and have a family with. This isn't a person, whatever. He says in his own Instagram story, I was just sleeping with him. So what does it really matter what he does? But you paint a very ugly picture of him, basically. He paints a picture of this man as if he's just worthless and has no job and has no motivation and whatever, which I'm not saying that that's not true. I don't know this man, but that's the picture that he paints of him. Interesting, don't you think? I don't know if you've seen the Instagram story, but I was like, interesting picture that you're painting of this man. Okay. So then he goes on and he says, but in true Jeffree Star fashion, the drama continues. Late on September 30th, Marhold and Star made some damning claims about one another. Star said Marhold had stolen from him, while Marhold said he held information that could ruin Star's life. And then it goes on. Jeffree Star and Andre Marhold's month-long relationship has come to an end, but in true Jeffree Star fashion, the drama continues in an online feud. Star accused Marhold of stealing Louis Vuitton bags in an Instagram story where he belittled Marhold for having no money and no life. Meanwhile, Marhold threatened to release unspecified information about Star that he claimed could be damaging. The pair started dating in August, seemingly out of nowhere, and caused controversy straight away. Marhold, which I think anybody that's done any videos on this was like, who is this guy? Where did he come from? How did you meet him? I mean, there was literally no background story on this whatsoever, right? Marhold, who is a professional basketball player, was met with homophobic comments online, and Star denied theories that he was paying Marhold for sex. The couple were all smiles during the first few weeks of dating, going on walks together and hanging out at Star's $14 million, 25,000 square foot mansion in LA's Hidden Hills. Reference, the Lonely Dog. Okay. But things have since soured. That stuff, Lord, oh my God. Strawberry Fields forever. And heated social media messages between them last night seem to have confirmed the relationship is no more. If you have to go to these lengths, if he really did stir this up just to sell some concealer, man, you are desperate. I mean, you are so truly desperate at this point. And if this is real, like if this is really going on, then I don't know. If the whole situation is so sad to me, it is just like, I'm sure Nathan is over there like, and by the way, like, and I'm like, I don't really care what anybody does if you're not going to get together with him, but like, what all did Nathan have going for him when Jeffree started dating him, you know? What makes Nathan so different than this? I'm just putting this out there and asking, okay? Now, Jeffree had an issue with this man because he didn't have a job and he didn't have any money and he didn't have anything going for him, okay? But what's different about Nathan? Because what was Nathan, an amateur skateboarder when you met him, that you picked him up and he hadn't done anything really with this? I'm just asking, okay, that now he's selling merch over there. And I don't dislike Nathan Schwant. I don't, right? But what's the difference between Nathan and this guy of not having a job? Like, where is it that you look at those things different? Because that's interesting to me, that you do look at these two men as not having jobs is different. Okay. So then he goes on and says, theories about the breakup started late on September 30th when fans noticed a comment from Star on one of Marhold's Instagram photos of the two of them together. Hey, since you can't, this is the tweet, or the comment that Jeffree made. Hey, since you can't answer the phone right now, can you give me all the stuff back that you stole from my house, he wrote. What kind of low-life effing scum does that? Give it back. If you need a return label, just ask. And Star then, and they have like the tweet here and all this kind of stuff. And it was found by, I want to credit who this was from, hipmagazine.org put it out. And I can't see who, Gossip of the City is who found it originally, because I want to credit that and make sure that I give it credit where credit's due. And then I got out of my article, so hold on a second. Na, 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 na. And I keep on saying he wrote, but this was actually written by Lindsay Dodgson, so I want to give her credit as well. Okay. So then it goes on. Star then addressed rumors that he was robbed in a video on his Instagram story, which has since been removed. Death Noodles has it in his video. I'm sure a lot of you, and this is a quote from the video, I'm sure a lot of you can relate, a lot of y'all can relate, but sometimes when you meet people, surprised they're not who they say they are, he said. Jeffree Lynn got a little played. But I thought you were the mastermind of all of these things, and you knew everything, and whatever. I mean, if you can call your attorney to write up an NDA, why don't you call your attorney to vet somebody, okay? If you're so worried about all of your Louis Vuitton bags. And what's so sad about it is, I mean, he says in this thing that, like, I can buy this stuff back. It's just a principle. And I'm not saying that anybody deserves to, like, have any of their stuff stolen from them. I don't agree with that at all, right? But you can literally hear when he's talking about this what is important to Jeffree Lynn Star, okay? And it's Louis Vuitton bags is what it is, and sunglasses. He said he'd been hanging around with someone recently and it was nothing serious, but I was presented a whole different person than who this man really was. He said about a week ago, Jeffree Lynn discovered a lot of things. And why is he always talking about himself in third person? It's so bizarre, isn't it? And this person secretly had no job, no money, not even a bank account. And this person is 30 years plus. Okay. A lot of judgment passing there. And then they have Deaf Noodle's stories here, which you can go see on his Twitter as well. And they don't credit Deaf Noodles except for just putting that there. Star said he called an end to the relationship after the truth emerged, but that's when he realized a few Louis Vuitton bags and some pairs of sunglasses were missing. He said he wasn't complaining about the money because the items could be easily replaced. People don't matter, okay, in the world of the Lonely Doll. But it was the principle of stealing that he thought was wrong. He said he also didn't like that Marhold was posting like he was still at his mansion. It was just weird, and I'm not about... You think it's weird that he's posting that that he's at your mansion when Jeffree Star has literally posted that he was on vacations that he was never on, and people called him out for it, and he never addressed it whatsoever. Oh, I'm doing this today, or I'm doing that today, whatever. No, you weren't. You weren't doing any of those things you said you were doing. Lies. Lies, tell me sweet little lies. And if you're not doing anything with your life, it was just weird, and I'm not about being around weird energy, said Star. And if you're not doing anything with your life, I can't be around that. I'm a boss, ASS, I'm a Scorpio, I don't do that energy. He reiterated that two adults simply went their separate ways, but can I have my money, can I have my SHI took back? Marhold told a different story. Marhold then decided to write his own narrative. He posted several threats and claims on his Instagram story, including that he found something in Star's room. Marhold said he would release information about Star if he didn't take down the Instagram story accusing him. Care if I share with your supporters, he wrote. Let's just say this is going to ruin you. And then it goes on, and it says, I found something. They show it on here. I also have these screenshots. I found something in your room as well. Care if I share with your supporters? He also made claims about Star's long-term ex-boyfriend, Nate Schwant, with whom Star broke up with in January. You miss Nate, but you effed his friend. I don't understand, wrote Marhold. You didn't even tell your supporters. You hit me up ordering all these expensive things for my time. I have proof of what I posted. I have your name on paperwork, your name on pill bottles, etc. We can do this all night. He also posted a screenshot of a DM where a Star threatened legal action. Star has removed the initial video on his story after Marhold's threats to release information. So this Andre Marhold guy gave him a certain amount of time. He said, like, you have like 2 hours or something to like take this down, or I'm releasing the information. And up in that Hogwarts, where we rewrite narratives, guess what? It's gone. It was taken down. And in its place, Jeffree Star posted something saying, I'm doing really great today. How are you? Interesting, isn't it? We just kind of forget everything that happened, don't we? Star has removed the initial video on his story after Marhold's threats to release information about him. However, one meme remains. Every time I start trusting someone, God slapped the back of my neck with his scandal. A few hours later, Marhold posted a story on his back up Instagram account. He looked into the camera while a song in the background with the lyrics, Guess This, B is Scared of Me. And then they have it right here, part of it. In his latest post, he asked Star to unblock him so they could talk about this. Go tell Jeffree to unblock me, he said. I got time. It just shows how much can change between summer and fall. A third account claiming to be Marhold posted a happy selfie of the couple. That's not him, because he's come out and said that that's not him. Either way, the picture was initially a celebration of harmless fun. Last night, it had a different message in the caption. It said, I just need a bag. Okay, and that's about all that happened. Now, if you go over to the Beauty Guru Reddit, they have posted some of the statements that this guy allegedly put up. And he said, for the person scrolling by new, here are some of the things that his ex posted back on his back page, which he posted and deleted within a few seconds of each other. Your guy left because you effed his close friend. That's sad not to mention. Now, I don't know the truth of these, okay? I found something in your room as well. care if I, okay, it goes on and on and on. Really some horrible stuff. You can go over there and check it out on the beauty thing. Influencer. Somebody posted this on my Twitter. Let's see who posted it. Jen posted it. Thank you, Jen. But he did actually put up on these screenshots, I have them, on his Instagram story. If you actually kept it real with your supporters, they wouldn't hate you for what they're going to find out, which makes you wonder, oh, it can definitely get worse, which makes you wonder, this is like old school Peter. Do you remember when I didn't include the screenshots and I just did that? Oh, it can definitely get worse. I kind of wonder what he knows, and we're never going to know. It's not going to come out, right? Jeffree Star wakes up this morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Just like nothing has happened. Oh, except for that yesterday, Jeffree Star was giving away tons and tons and tons of money on his Twitter. People are speculating that it could be about the fact that he's trying to cover this up. Except for the fact that then there was another article that was released on The Insider today that everybody is going crazy about. By the way, Jake Paul responded to Jeffree Star and said, doing good. And then Jeffree Star also posted yesterday the most arrogant comment. I thought he couldn't top himself, okay? But he tweeted out, I just checked this guy's account who asked for help, and he said some mean things about me in the past. I still send him the money and pray he has a better week. Like I've said in the past, what is your need to tell people this? That you are such a great person, that you gave money to somebody that hated you. That, to me, sounds like a Shane Dawson, Bobby Burns. That's what that sounds like. Okay, well, we know you're such a wonderful person now. If you go in here, though, there is another article, which I am not even going to get into this today. It's dark. It's not stuff that I cover on my channel, although so many people have sent it to me. Hold on. I will pull it up. All I have to do is get into my Twitter, and I can just see where all these people have sent it to me. Hold on just a second. And the article is from Kat Tenbarg. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Jeffree Star accusers say the makeup mogul has a history of, let's just say, some really horrible things of which he allegedly has. You go read the article, you make your assumptions for, but that maybe there's a reason why he is giving away so much money on his Twitter. I don't know, okay? This is getting really, really deep and dark and ugly, and that article alone is like a month-long investigation that the writer, she investigated into. Go check it out. That will probably not be something that I will be covering on my channel. Those are things I just don't cover on this channel. But what do you think about this whole like boyfriend and Jeffree Star thing? It's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot, and it smells like that strawberry lies and drama up in here, okay? Listen, I don't need no house for the lonely doll, and I don't need no strawberry lies and drama. I just don't, okay? That one right there, I don't know who I'm gonna be giving that one to. But I'll give it to my good Judy Tanya. She don't care about it. She'll be like, you are giving me this, my good Judy Tanya. She follows up on all of this stuff, by the way. And she'll be like, you are giving me this Jeffree Star stuff because you do not want any of this crap anymore. And I'll be like, yes, of course, girl. Oh, by the way, here, enjoy this pink, this hot pink mirror. Do your makeup. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of it in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.